And the first thing I wanted to talk about today on today's agenda was drum roll, please. And that being said, I don't know if you guys heard, Vasilije Micic is currently in Oklahoma City right now. Discussing.
Yo, so he's about to be a Thunder player next year?
Well, he can sign a deal / be dealt starting June 23rd, the day after, or immediately after the draft.
Okay. So he's because does anybody have his rights? Like Oklahoma City?
Oklahoma City does, and last year they held them hostage, saying they wanted an unprotected first round pick for it.
Yeah, and that's not everyone was gonna be like, are you fucking kidding me? No.
Basically, yes. That's what everyone said. So we know that Jackson does not give a fuck about Vasilije Micic.
He's not American. He can burn in hell. Go back to where you're from.
He doesn't make America great again.
He's not an American basketball player. Doesn't play the game the right way.
Yeah, I like them basketball players that, you know what, the one thing about him that I do like is he's white.
You know the basketball players that I like? Myers Leonard. Myers Leonard plays the game the right way.
And he don't like them Jews.
You said that, not me. It's okay when you say it.
Yeah, I'm Jewish.
Oh, man.
You can't be anti-Semitic and Jewish at the same time.
Yeah, like it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't. But what do you think? Do you think Euro players like Vasilije Micic, he'll be the first one in a while to try to make the jump from Europe to America? Do you think he's going to be a guy who will be capable of doing that, or no?
Yeah, 100%. He's going to make an impact right away as like a good rotational piece for like a playoff team. If the Thunder trade his rights.
If the Thunder trade his rights. I mean, they could convince him to stay and be like, hey, we're making a jump to a playoff team. You want to?
Yeah, you're the missing piece to push us over the edge into a playoff team.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, he'd be perfect to back up Josh Giddey and Shea.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. And that's where I just come in and I wonder, is it worth it? Or how much is he even going to get?
I don't know what he's going to fetch on the open market. I mean, like, I'm trying to think of other guys. We haven't seen a lot of guys make the jump at this age since, what, Milos Teodosic? Was that the last guy?
Milos Teodosic or one of the Bogdan Bogdanoviches?
But they came before him. Bojan came later, I think. The younger one.
Yes.
Which one's younger? Bogdan? Is Bogdan the one that's younger?
Bogdan's younger. But
he's the one that came over, I think. I think he's the one that came over after Milos. Because Bojan's been there. Bojan's been there for a while.
Bojan's been here since like 2013.
Yeah, Bojan's been here for a decade. But I think Milos Teodosic or Bogdan were the last two to come over. So it's been a while, so I don't know what type of contract he would end up getting. But
yeah, and I think
Thunder have the money.
The Thunder do have the money. And what do you guys like about this little lookup right here? We got a little Vasilije Micic next to us. And that's where I start to wonder, is like, this going to work? And will this be something that, like, if it's not the Thunder, okay, this is a guy who's averaged 18 points per game in Europe. Let's knock that down to probably like 14 a game in America. Grabs about, 2-3 rebounds, dishes out about 5 assists. I see easily as a guy who can average 14, 3, and 3 in the NBA.
Maybe even more, because the NBA might be friendlier to his numbers instead of hurting them like in Europe.
He shoots 6 points a night.
Yeah, and that's in Europe. He's going to shoot like 8 a night here. Like whether he shoots at a high clip or not, I don't know, but he's going to be shooting a lot more. He's going to have more more chances to impact the game. And I'm not saying he's going to start for the Thunder right away, because I think they got a lot of guys ahead of him. They have a good rotation, believe it or not.
But what do you think of like the fact that what's the money you're giving him? Are you giving him the full level, mid-level exception, or are you going more like?
I mean, you have the money too.
Yeah, and you can sign him to like a 3-year PJ Tucker type deal where it's like 3 years, 30 million, something along those lines.
Oh, you froze.
I'm frozen?
No, you're fine now. You just that entire like block of like words that you put in, you cut out.
Oh, I said that he seems like the type of guy that you would give a 3-year, $30 million deal to, like a PJ Tucker deal,
Yeah,
is what I was thinking.
I could see that. I could see that.
Jackson, do you have any interest about Vasilije? Aaron Barton, what his 3-point percentage is? I think it's just below 40% or at 40% in Europe, which I think the European, correct me if I'm wrong, Luke, is about 2 feet shorter than the NBA 3-point line.
It's like I think it's like the same or a little bit longer than college. So yeah. So it's like a foot or two shorter or something like that.
Yeah. What do you
I
think,
don't know
Jackson?
exactly how much.
I've never heard of this dude, and I don't
We talked about him last year,
know
buddy.
about him at all.
We talked about him multiple times, man.
You know who else?
So
We also talked about
why?
Kai Soto last year.
Oh,
Kai Soto
yeah.
will never sniff the NBA.
Kai Soto
I guess
actually
that's true.
attended the Utah Jazz minicamp at the end of May.
I know, and he will never make the NBA, and I feel like such an asshole saying that because he provided me with several hundred K plus views on several videos and a lot of money. But
He was a fucking cheat code.
He's a cheat code to get views.